Now let us solve a problem on nozzle. The nozzles of 100 kilowatt capacity, which means here they have number of nozzles. Turbine have throat diameter of 0.5 centimeter each. The steam flow rate in the turbine is 6 kg per kilowatt hour, which means m dot is 6 kg kilowatt per hour. The steam enters the nozzle at 14 bar pressure and 300 degrees centigrade temperature. The back pressure is 5 kilopascal. Back pressure means steam after passing through the nozzle. At the exit of the nozzle, the pressure is 5 kilopascal. If the flow through the nozzle is isentropic, find the number of nozzles and steam consumption. Neglect the velocity approach, which means we have to neglect the velocity at the inlet of the nozzle. Next, question B. The question B is, if the 10% of the isentropic heat drop between throat and exit is wasted, find exit diameter and the final condition of steam, and also find overall efficiency of the nozzle. Okay. Now let us see question A. First, later we will discuss question B. As you can see here, the HS diagram. So this is the saturation curve. Here 1, 2, 3 is the process in the nozzle, 1 at the inlet of the nozzle, 3 at the exit of the nozzle. Point 2 is the throat of the nozzle. Okay. Now in the problem they have given that the steam enters the nozzle at 14 bar pressure and 300 degree centigrade. So at 1 the pressure is 14 bar and temperature is 300 degree centigrade. Okay. So which means P1 is 14 bar, T1 is 300 degree centigrade. The back pressure is 5 kilopascal. Back pressure means pressure at the exit of the nozzle. So P3 equals to 5 kilopascal. Okay, this is the given data. And also they have given throat diameter 0.5 centimeter each and mass flow rate is m dot 6 kg per kilowatt hour. Okay. Now we have to find the enthalpy, entropy at each point. So we have to find the enthalpy, entropy at point 1, enthalpy, entropy at point 2, enthalpy, entropy at point 3. Okay, which means S1, H1, S2, H2, S3, H3 we have to find out from the steam tables. Okay, now as you can see here, at point 1 the given pressure is 14 bar and temperature 300 degree centigrade. Okay, this point is in the superheated region. Generally, once water converted into the steam in the boiler, that superheated steam will enter into the nozzle. So at the inlet the steam is superheated steam. So here we have to refer the superheated steam table at pressure 14 bar and temperature 300 degrees centigrade. So the same thing I have written here. Here we have to refer the superheated steam table because the point 1 is in the superheated region. So once you refer the superheated steam table, enthalpy H1 value is 3040.9 kilojoule per kg and entropy S1 value 6955.2 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. As we know that the equation for pressure ratio, this equation we already derived. The equation is P2 by P1 equals to 2 by n plus 1 n by n minus 1. Okay. Here P2 is the pressure at throat. Here 2 is the point at throat. So from this equation we can find only pressure at throat. Okay, now let us find pressure at throat from this equation. From this equation we can write it as P2 equals to P1. P1 is already given in the problem, that is 14 bar, convert into I think megapascal, sorry, kilopascal, 1400 kilopascal into 2 by 1 plus 1.3. Here for superheated steam n value is 1.3. So here substitute in place of n 1.3 whole power 1.3 divided by 1.3 minus 1. So from this equation we get the pressure at throat, that is 764 kilopascal. Now let us see, in the previous slide we have calculated enthalpy entropy at point 1. Now let us find enthalpy entropy at point 2. Okay. Now to find that, here the process 1, 2, 3 is the isentropic process. So since it is a constant entropy, we can write it as S1 equals to S2 equals to S3. Okay. The same thing I have written here, S1 equals to S2 equals to 6.9552 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, because S1 value we have already calculated in the previous slide. Now we have to find the enthalpy, temperature and specific volume at point 2. So to find out, we already calculated pressure P2 at point 2 in the previous slide. So that is 764 kilopascal and S2 is 6.9522 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Okay. From this data we have to refer the steam table. But in the steam table we don't find 764 kilopascal. So we have to do interpolation. By doing interpolation at 764 kilopascal pressure and entropy 6.9522 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, we can calculate the temperature T2, that is 224.980 degrees centigrade. Enthalpy H2 is 2896.6 kilojoule per kg. Specific volume is 6.2943 meter cube per kg. Okay, these values I have taken from the steam table by doing interpolation, because we don't find 764 kilopascal in the steam table. So we have to do interpolation. Now let us find enthalpy entropy at point 3. Okay. So here also we can write it as S3 equals to S1, because it is a isentropic process. The value is 6.92552 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. But in the problem they have given that at the exit of the nozzle the given pressure is 5 kilopascal. Okay. So P3 is 5 kilopascal. Now at 5 kilopascal and entropy 6.92552 kilojoule per kg Kelvin, we have to refer the saturation table, because here the point 3 is in the saturation zone. So we have to refer the saturation steam table. As we know that, we can write it as S1 equals to SF3 plus X into SFG. Okay, S1 value we already know. SF3 means enthalpy of the liquid. This we have to take from the steam table at 5 kilopascal, that is 0.47672, and SFG means SG minus SF. These values also we have to take from the steam table at 5 kilopascal, that is 7.9176. Okay, from this equation we can find the dryness fraction X, that is 0.8183. Now with this data we can find the enthalpy at point 3. This we can write it as HF3 plus X HF3. Okay, again here HF3 means enthalpy of the liquid at given pressure 5 kilopascal. Okay, if you refer the saturation steam table, the HF3 value is 137.75 plus X value we already calculated, that is 0.8183 into HFG means Hg minus Hf. So this also we have to take from the steam table at a given pressure 5 kilopascal, 2422.95. Now we can find the H3 value, that is 2120.4 kilojoule per kg. Okay, now at all points we have calculated S1 H1, S2 H2, S3 H3. Okay, and also we can find the specific volume at point 3. So that is, we can write it as V3 equals to X3 into Vs3. Okay, V3 is the specific volume, X3 is the dryness fraction, that is 0.8183 into Vs3. Vs means specific volume of the liquid. This we have to take from the steam table at a given pressure 5 kilopascal, that is 28.185 meter cube per kg. So finally we will get the specific volume at point 3, 23.064 meter cube per kg. Okay, this is how we have to calculate the enthalpy entropy values at point 1, point 2, point 3, and also specific volumes at point 2 and point 3. Now we can find the velocity at state 2. Here we can find the velocity. As we know that to find the velocity, the formula is C2 equals to, here C is the velocity, square root of 2000 into H1 minus H2, because here process 1 to 2 is there, so we have written H1 minus H2. 2000 into H1 value we already calculated at point 1, H2 value also we already calculated at point 2. Once we substitute, we can get the velocity of the fluid at state 2, that is 537.2 meter per second. Now we can also find the throat diameter. Throat diameter, this already given in the problem, that is 0.5 centimeter. The throat diameter already given in the problem. So from this data we can find the area, cross section area. So area equals to pi by 4 d square, pi by 4 into d value 0.5 centimeter square. So the area, cross section area is 0.19635 centimeter square. Okay. Now let us find mass flow rate for the nozzle. Mass flow rate formula is A2 cross sectional area, C2. C2 means velocity at point 2, A2 cross section area at point 2, and V2. V2 is the specific volume at point 2. So we know all the values. Just substitute all the values in this equation. We can get the mass flow rate of the nozzle is 0.035841 kilojoules per second. This mass flow rate is only for one nozzle, but in the problem they have given that there are number of nozzles. Okay, so now let us find. In the problem they have given the steam consumption is 6 kg per kilowatt hour. Okay, from this we can find the total mass flow rate. So 600 into, under the capacity is 100. This also they have given in the problem, 100 kilowatt capacity divided by 3600, because it is in kilowatt per hour, so we have to convert into seconds. So that is the reason why here I have written 3600 kg per second. So the total mass flow rate is 1/6 kg per second. Now from this data we can calculate the number of nozzles that we will see in the next slide. Now we can find the number of nozzles. So number of nozzles equals to mass flow rate, total mass flow rate per kg per second divided by mass flow rate. So mass flow rate per kg per second is 1/6 divided by, for single nozzle it is 0.035841. So the n value is 4.65, which means the number of nozzles are 4.65, but generally we don't have 4.565 nozzles. We have only either 4 nozzles, 5 nozzles, 6 nozzles. So generally we take it as a 5 nozzles. Again I am repeating, generally we don't find 4.565 nozzles. We have only either 3 nozzles, 2 nozzles, 4 nozzles, 5 nozzles, like that it will be there. So we round up this value, we take it as a 5 nozzles. So for 5 nozzles we have to take the total mass flow rate. So number of nozzles 5 into mass flow rate for single nozzle is 0.03581. So we can find the total mass flow rate for all 5 nozzles, that is 6.45 kilojoules per second. So this is question A. Now let us see the question B. Now let us see question B. Here, if the 10% of the isentropic heat drop between throat and exit is wasted. Between throat and exit, which means here throat is at point 2, exit at point 3. So between 2 and 3, heat drop is 10%. Here we have to find the diameter of the nozzle, exit diameter of the nozzle, which means diameter at point 3, and find final condition of the steam. That means we have to find the dryness fraction, and also we have to find the overall efficiency of the nozzle. Now let us see how to solve the problem. First of all, we have to find the total heat drop. Heat drop delta H equals to H1 minus H2 plus 90% of H2 minus H3, because there is a 10% drop, the remaining is 90%. So 90% of H2 minus H3. Here we know all the values: enthalpy at point 1, enthalpy at point 2, enthalpy at point 3. So substitute all the values, we will get the delta H value, that is 842.88 kilojoule per kg. Okay. Now just assume that if there is a drop, say the line, it would be some 3 dash. Okay. Without heat drop, the point is 3. But in the problem they have given there is a drop. So we have taken new point, that is 3 dash. Okay. Now at 3 dash we have to find the enthalpy, dryness fraction, and also diameter, exit diameter of the nozzle. Now let us see one by one. First let us find enthalpy at point 3 dash. So to find enthalpy at point 3 dash, we know that delta H equals to H1 minus H3 dash, because this is the total enthalpy drop, that is H1 minus H3 dash. So from this we can find the H3 dash, that is delta H 3040.9 minus H1 value 842.88. So S3 dash is 2198.02 kilojoule per kg. So we have calculated enthalpy at 3 dash. Now let us find dryness fraction at point 3 dash. So to find dryness fraction at point 3 dash, we can write it as H3 dash equals to HF plus X into HFG. Okay. But at point 3, the given pressure in the problem is 5 kilopascal. Here we have to refer the steam table, saturated steam table. From the saturated steam table, we can find the HF means enthalpy of the fluid, and HFG value. This also we have to take from the steam table. H3 dash value we already calculated here. So we can find the dryness fraction at point 3 dash, that is 0.835. Okay. Here we have calculated final condition of the steam, dryness fraction, and enthalpy at 3 dash. The remaining are we have to find the exit diameter at point 3 dash, and also we have to find the overall efficiency, that we will see in the next slide. Now let us find velocity at point 3 dash here. So the equation we know that square root of 2000 into H1 minus H3 dash, because the process 1 to 3 dash. So I have written H1 minus H3 dash. 2000 into, we know H1 value, H3 dash values we already calculated. Substitute those values, we will get the value of velocity at point 3 dash, that is 1298.4 meter per second. Okay. Now we can find the cross section area at point 3 dash, that is we can write it as M into V3 dash divided by C3 dash. Here M is the mass flow rate, V3 is the specific volume at point 3 dash, and C3 dash, that is velocity at point 3 dash. Okay. We know already specific volume, C3 dash we just calculated here. But coming to V3 dash, V3 dash means specific volume at point 3 dash. This value we have to take from the saturation steam table at given pressure 5 kilopascal in the problem. Okay. Once you refer the saturation steam table at 5 kilopascal, the value of V3 specific volume is 23.96. The remaining value substitute here. Finally, we will get the cross section at point 3 dash, that is 6.61 into 10 power minus 4 meter square. Okay. From this data, we can find the diameter of the nozzle at the exit, because in the problem they have asked find the diameter of the nozzle. So we know that area equals to pi by 4 d square. So from this equation we can find the d value, that is 2.9 centimeters. And also in the problem they asked us to find the efficiency. So efficiency equals to H1 minus H3 dash divided by H1 minus H3, because actual divided by ideal. So the numerator is actual, denominator is ideal. So that is, here also we know the H1 value, H3 dash value, H3 value. Substitute all the values. The efficiency is 0.9157. That means 91.6%. Okay. This is how we have to calculate the enthalpy, entropy, specific volume at point 1, enthalpy, entropy, specific volume at point 2, and also say we have to find the enthalpy, entropy, specific volume at point 3. Okay. We can find the velocities at point 2, point 3 by using formula square root of 2000 into h1 minus h3, and also we can find the diameter. Area is equal to pi by 4 d square. From the equation we can find the diameter. Okay, so in this problem I have covered all equations what we have derived earlier. So with this, the chapter nozzle chapter is over. In the next class I will start the new chapter, that is steam turbines. Okay, with this I stop here. Thank you.